Hey guys, welcome back to Unimportant Reviews. My name's Steve, and today we'll be going over the Age of Extinction Invasion Mode Optimus Prime. This is the Hasbro Transformer for the new movie, and I was so excited. Like, when I saw the original trailer for the film, where you see Mark Wahlberg in his tow truck towing the Gen 1 looking Optimus Prime, I was just like, Michael Bay's doing us a solid? He's actually putting Gen 1 stuff in the film? Like, thumbs up, Michael Bay. You did good. And I'm really happy that they're giving us a figure of this, because this is going to look really good next to my masterpiece. At least I'm hoping. I haven't actually opened this guy yet, so I don't even know what's what yet. But it's going to be really cool to have a nice little design aspect to go with that, because I don't have too many of the movie Transformers actually in my display case. So I'm really hoping that this guy is actually going to be worthy of a little bit of the room that's going to be taken up in there. But enough about that. For the packaging, I really do love, again, this overall clean look of the display here. And we get this nice, cool, mean-looking Optimus Prime here with the weather look, which I really wish they would have incorporated that in the figure here, because he looks really clean in the packaging. So that might be something I might eventually do. Maybe give him that little look if I decide to. Or just keep him nice and clean looking, because he looks pretty good in there. But we'll find out more about that later. And same with the Transformers here. We got the Autobot Comet up the top. Same with the side here, just like the Grimlock. And for the back of the packaging, we get Optimus Prime's robot form in alt mode, and the Megatron shotgun cannon, because they say cannon, but don't let them fool you. Definitely looks like the Dark of the Moon Megatron shotgun to me. So that seems pretty sweet. And if you guys want to get a little look at the bio, I'll let you guys read that for a second after it stops shaking. We good? Pause? Yeah. Alright. Number side of the packaging, just more Transformer stuff. So enough about that. Let's get him open up out of his cardboard prison. Here's Optimus Prime open up out of his cardboard prison. And for starters, we're going to go over his accessory, which is the ion cannon, which actually has really nice detailing to it. I really do love the overall look to this gun. And another thing is, it really looks like the gun from Dark of the Moon that Megatron was using in the film. And another cool thing is, I see some of the other reviewers showing it off, is that it has these little nubs here at the end where you can actually have that Megatron from there holding it, which I would love to show it to you guys, but I don't actually own that figure, sadly. So you have to go check that out, and some other people like Optimus showed it off. This is pretty cool. So I really do love that they're actually giving us figures that can work with some other ones. And even though it came with him, it's a really nice idea. And then for its little mechanism, it's one of them spring-loaded ones, so where you just start pushing it on, and it shoots. And it actually shoots really easy. I already shot my dog in the head with it accidentally. Now he's mad at me, just staring at me angrily in the corner. But pretty much to where you can put it on in truck mode. Getting all my things mixed up. You can put it in the little hole up here, which one thing I really wish they would go back into doing is, instead of giving us like this, where he's a robot in disguise, I don't think this is gonna work for us. I really wish they would go back into trying to hide these weapons in with the trucks, because the only other spots you got like the two little holes here, which isn't nearly as bad. Like, I really wish they would have did with like the Transformers Prime Optimus, where they had like the hole in here where you could stick it in, because at least it would have been in the middle and wouldn't have been so bad. And I'll do my little comparison now, grabbing one of my older Optimuses from the other movies. I really loved how they actually hid the weapons here, because for this figure, the guns are actually part of the pipes here and the stocks coming up the top. And show off. One sad thing is, this guy's so much smaller in comparison. So that's a little bit of a downer. And even though I really do love the look of the truck on here, getting you out of here, this guy actually looks really well. I really don't have too much to complain about with this guy. Like, overall, like, you just have it sitting on the profiles like this or on the side, like, this guy looks phenomenal, and I just really love how it gives off the G1 vibe here. And even though it's only got like the one smokestack in the side here, I guess that's how it's pretty much going to be looking in the film. So again, can't really complain. The only thing is, it would have been nice if maybe it was a little bit more faded, but I still really do love the clean look of this. And It's got a pretty nice and close top over here. The only real bummer is this right here, which I really don't really see how they could have really made that much better, but it's a little bit of an eyesore. But again, you're not going to really be displaying on your shelf like that, so it's not too bad. And the paint's not too bad on here. I like how the silver gives it the nice shine here with the Autobot symbols on both sides. Like, he's just got a really nice look to it, and I just really love this thing in the truck mode. And I was actually kind of thinking about keeping this guy in robot form, but this guy just looks pretty phenomenal here. I even really like how the tires look on this guy. You never know, underneath isn't all that bad for being a Transformer. Like, I actually think they did a pretty outstanding job with this in truck mode. But let's get him into robot form and see if I actually want to keep him in there. And here's Optimus Prime in his robot form, which I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm in love with this figure. Like, overall, I really do love how it gives the movie appearance while also giving it this nice Gen 1 feel, and just this thing just looks magnificent is the best way I can describe it. Like, he's got a nice enclosed body here. You even look on top here, like, it doesn't really show off any of the gapping here. Even on the back, like, just he looks like a nice solid figure, and usually you don't really get all that with a lot of the Transformers. Like, they'll have the backpack somewhere, or like a random gap in somewhere on the guy, which he actually doesn't really have all too much. And just getting into the head mold on this guy, like, this thing looks awesome. Like, just all the detailing on here on his face. And I can see some people wanting the faceplate here, but just look at how much work they put into that. And even with the light piping here, which it's not showing off too well here, but if I bring down the light here, gives the nice white glow there, which maybe it would have been nice if they put a little bit of the blue in there or something, but it shows off really well, especially when you get a lot of lighting in on them. And it's just probably my favorite head sculpt on all my movie former figures, at least. And then fixing the light here. Overall, the body actually looks really nice. You got the little windshield wipers here, and it has like the split glasses here, just like you see in a lot of the other movie former figures. And just, I think they did a really outstanding job with this guy in this form. Like, he literally just looks like more of an action figure, more of a Transformer, for at least for me anyways, which is just really awesome for this. And then getting in for the articulation, if you have his head locked in the back, he doesn't really get much movement out of here, but if you pop it up a little bit, it still looks normal. Like, that's pretty much how the way I was showing you guys here. And you get a lot more range of motion out of his head here because it's on a nice ball joint here. And then for his shoulders, they're on a ratchet joint. They go in and out all the way around. He's got a little pivot at the elbow up here. Goes all the way around. And one weird little thing for him, which it threw me off for a minute, but I've grown accustomed to it now, is that his elbow bend is right here, which is a little odd because you think it would be like somewhere up here. But overall, like, if you have it like this, looks normal. If you have it like this, looks normal. If you have it like this, it's a little off, but overall, it's still, it works fine for me. And his hand doesn't really have a little bend out, which is a little sad. It's pretty well fixed in there. And he has a rotation at the waist. And if you pop these wheels down here, which you don't really have to do it to get his legs to move back and forth, but if you want to move them in and out, like, he actually has a really good range of motion on that. And then he's got a bend at the knee. He's got a rotation at the thighs. And then for his feet, they got a little bend there and a pivot, which actually gives you a lot of range of motion on him with posability wise. And he can actually, if I can get him to do it anyways, he actually can hold his own with a wide range of poses, as I am feeling to convey right now. And then the one only sad complaint I got for this guy is when you put the gun on him, because the way he holds it, it sits up really high, which I've seen a lot of some of the other people get a little bit thrown off on, which it doesn't bother me as much as it probably should. Because if you have him like, if you bring it over and you have him like posing where he's kind of like trying to hold it and stuff, like it doesn't look too bad. But it does sit up there really high, and maybe if they could have done something with a peg here so that he could have held it with the peg, or just got rid of the handle here and just made it the one in general so it could sit down more, but then that would have been in the way, then it wouldn't have really worked on Megatron. So I get why it's like that, but it's a little bit of an eyesore, but I can get over it pretty easily. And for another comparison, we got Optimus Prime compared next to the same one in robot form, which on a positive note, even though how much bigger this guy was in truck mode, in robot form, he's only marginally bigger, so that actually is really, really helps me with trying to keep this guy in robot form, because they all kind of match in terms of overall scale. So overall, if you are a fan of Transformers or just Optimus Prime in general, I really think you need to go and get this guy. Like, I really don't have any major complaints other than the gun's a little bit off. Like, it doesn't really seem like it was really made for him, but it's a really cool looking gun nonetheless. And if you got the Megatron to go with it, by all means, put it with them. It looks really nice. But overall, the truck mode looks really good. The robot mode looks phenomenal. And there's not much I can say. Just go buy him. If you see him at a Walmart, Toys R Us, online, something, for about, I paid about $25 for this one. Snap grab them. You'll enjoy them. You'll love them. You'll thank me later. But what do you guys think? Are you guys really excited about getting this? Are you guys really excited about going to see the movie? Or do you guys just not watch Transformers and you think it's just poopy and you don't want Optimus Prime in your life? Like, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video and want to see more stuff like this, please like us and subscribe. Please check out our Facebook page if you guys already haven't. We'll be posting pictures of them shortly if I already haven't. And thank you guys for watching.